Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader, reading books for you. Today, I will be reading Key 10 from 10 Keys to Attain Happiness, based on data-backed research, by RAJAT KHATRI. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Key 10. R. Relationship. The base. Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Marcel Proust. A young man, a bit reserved by nature, used to work in an MNC. He had a very accomplishing job, but he wasn't happy with his designation. He thought that he deserved a higher rank. He wanted to talk to his boss about the promotion, but due to his reserved nature, he couldn't. One Friday morning, he told his wife that no matter what happens, he'll talk to his boss that day. The whole day, he remained worried, and in the evening, as soon as he had his meeting with his boss, he finally asked for the promotion, and to his surprise, the boss agreed in the very first go. He was very pleased and started for home. As soon as he entered his house, he was surprised to see that his dining table was set up with different meals, snacks, wine glasses, and candles. He felt much welcomed. He went straight to his wife in the kitchen, hugged her, kissed her, and told her about the raise. He thought that someone from the office might have already informed his wife that this is the reason why she has already set up this gesture for him to celebrate his success. He sat on the dining table, and as he picked the first dish, he saw a small card near the candles. He read the card, and it was written, "Congratulations, dear. I knew you'll get what you deserve. This complete dinner is a small gesture to celebrate your success and to tell you that I love you." The young man smiled, looking at his wife, while the wife served the meal. They both enjoyed the wine and the dinner, talking about all his efforts that he had put into work. After some time, as the lady started for the kitchen to bring the last course of the meal, a small card fell from her jeans, and that was completely unknown to her. The husband picked up the card and read it where it was written, "Don't worry, dear. It's okay if you didn't get the promotion. You still deserve all the good things in life. This complete dinner is a small gesture to celebrate your efforts and to tell you that I love you." That's the power of true relation, a relation that supports you in every situation, irrespective of whether you succeed or fail in your life. A powerful relation is the one that accepts you completely and unconditionally, being the way you are. A successful relationship is the one that supports you during the bad time of life, because that is the crucial point when you need a complete support, love, and care all the more. In that situation, if you found that someone is still at your side without any doubts, he, she is the best relationship that you should nurture, irrespective of whether he, she is your spouse, friend, parent, relative, or child. Research. One of the longest studies conducted at Harvard that is still on for the last 80 years found that the intensity of relationships and how happy we are with it define our health condition. The study started in 1938 during the Great Depression to find out the reasons for a healthy and happy life. The research was conducted on 724 men, of which 60 are still alive in their 90s and contributing to the study till now. The study was conducted on two sets of people, one young boy from Harvard and another young boy from the poorest area of Boston. Researchers studied all aspects of life, including the medical records, triumphs and failures in career and marriage, and other possible data that may be a point to conclude that relationship is the foundation of a happy life. Relationships scored more than money, fame, social class, IQ, etc. There were three major lessons from this longest study. 1. Social connections impacts happiness. The people who were well connected socially to family, friends, and the community were happier, healthier, and lived longer than the ones who were less connected. People who lived in isolation for most of their life were less happy, and their health declined early, and their brain functioning declined sooner as compared to the others. 2. The quality of relationships mattered. Living amid conflicts wasn't good for our health. High conflicting marriages proved worse for the health than ones with the divorce. On the contrary, the ones who had warm relations lived a much happier life. As per Robert Waldinger, the current director of the study and a psychiatrist, people who were satisfied in relationships at the age of 50 were healthiest at the age of 80. The researchers also found that marital satisfaction has a protective effect on individuals' emotional wellness. Some portion of an investigation found that individuals who had cheerful relationships in their 80s detailed that their states of mind didn't endure even when they had progressively physical torment. Those who had troubled relationships felt both more emotional and physical pain. 3. Good relations not only protects our body, but our brains too. The study found that people had a secure relationship where they have someone to rely on during the tough time. They had much better memory in their 80s as compared to the people who never had anyone to rely upon and their memory faded away early. The secured relations don't mean that the couple was not fighting over the issues, but it's just that they know that during the tough days of life, they will support each other. One thing that people repent when they are at their deathbed is that they haven't spent time with their key relations because they were busy working for someone else or focusing on the wrong life metrics, such as money or fame. Even at present, we are replacing the people time needed to develop relationships with the screen time where we are spending more time with people sitting miles apart rather than the ones sitting on the same sofa. Just to remind the people, we have connection in our social networking sites. They are not the relations. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Socioeconomics states that your relationships are worth more than $100,000. Using the British Household Panel Survey, they find that an increase in the level of social involvements is worth up to an extra £85,000 in a year as far as life fulfillment is concerned. Real changes in pay, then again, purchase next to no satisfaction. So, we could increase our annual income by hundreds of thousands of dollars and still not be as happy as we would be if we increased the strength of our social relationships. The ripple effect. As per Vanessa King in her book, 10 Keys to Happier Living, she has mentioned that we are 30 times more likely to laugh when we are with other people than when we are alone. As per the scientist at Harvard University, when someone in our direct contact is happy, our happiness also grows by 15%. There is the next level also to this, that when they are in direct contact with someone happy, then also through them, our happiness increases by 10%. The ripple effect is when our friend's friend is happy, then through that chain, our happiness grows by 6%. Just to know how big this impact is considered, that an increase in income by 10,000 increases our happiness by a mere 2%. Quality relationships. Studies suggest that being in 3 to 5 good relationships enhances our happiness, but the quality of the relations also matters. Here, the quality means nothing but the faith, trust in each other, that the other person is always there to support in any kind of situation. To develop these quality relations, relationship expert John Gottman has suggested 5-to-1 ratio of positive versus negative interactions between the people. Even at the workplace, not getting along with the boss, team, or colleagues leads to frustration and dissatisfaction about the work. Whereas having a best friend at work can make us 7 times more likely to be engaged and dedicated to work. How to develop healthy relations. Psychological researchers have identified ways to develop meaningful relations for which persons in a relationship need to be positive and have mindful moments together during the day. Let's have a look at a few of them. 1. Give full concentration. How would you feel when you are talking to someone and you need his time or attention, but the other person is on his phone, laptop, or busy with other work? You'll feel ignored, right? It happens when the bond is not so strong between two persons and when one partner gives more priority to his work than his partner. In a similar way, we ignore many relations, such as we do not interact with our spouse, children, good friends, because we take them for granted and feel our other tasks are more important than them. Somewhere this impacts the good bonding and relationship. So be mindful during an important conversation. Have proper eye contact, facial expression, and acknowledge his words by uttering, yes, and also some other kind of similar gestures. 2. Sense of intimacy. Assume you and your partner are sitting in the same room, but both are busy with different chores. You are busy for watching TV and your spouse reading the newspaper. Suddenly, your spouse laughs. What will you do? Will you ask what happened? Or will you ignore his gesture? These small gestures are usually to gain attention. This is called bids and turns, where your spouse raises a bid by laughing, and it's your turn. You can either accept or ignore the bid. Relationship expert John Gottman, in one of his studies, found that happy couples accept these bids 85% of the time to get engaged in jovial conversation and get involved with their partners. 3. Appreciate the efforts. What will you do if your friend put an extra effort to help you with your work? You'll probably say, "Thank you." But is that enough for your friend? To strengthen your relations, you not only need to acknowledge the support that you have received from your friends or family, but need to appreciate those efforts by going the extra mile. You can always say thank you. Say it multiple times to show that you really are thankful. And then do tell the benefit that you have gained because of the efforts put in by others. The utmost level of thankfulness is to do a favor in return and being available when the other person needs your support. 4. Talk about strengths rather than weaknesses. You met a new friend of yours and saw him carrying a new branded bag. Also at the same time, his shoes were dirty. What will you talk about to strengthen your relationship with him? In relations which are in the early stage of development, for example, a new friend or a neighbor with whom you yet don't have a bonding, but you want to strengthen the relation, make sure you appreciate his strengths in front of him and encourage him for what he is good at rather than talking about the weaknesses, which might make him feel bad and thus the relation might end up before starting. I am happier. Remember this. Now we have gone through all the 10 principles to make them easy to remember. We have talked about the mental exercise, right? Let's put them into the acronym I am happier and remember forever. I, internal. It's all within. A, appreciate. Be grateful. M, mindfulness. Be present. H, haha. Laugh out loud. A, amor fati. Things happen for good. P, passion and purpose. Find it out. P, presence. It's all about giving. I, intensity of emotions. Be a human. E, exercise. Let's do it. R, relationships. The base. So now it's easy for you to remember the 10 principles and apply in life so that even you can say, I am happier. Bonus, happy mornings. Start well. The day will be what you make it, so rise like the sun and burn. William C. Hannon. The 10 principles of happiness are already been disclosed in details along with the science, data, and research behind those studies. Whatever is mentioned is common sense, but it's said common sense is not so common. There are a few more things that are also very critical for daily happiness, and it all begins with the morning. So be careful about the first hour of the morning to make your day happier and better. Many of us mainly commit this mistake because of our daily routine, office, kids' school, and household chores. We wake up in a hurry, and then with the stress of completing everything before the day starts, we get busy with the routine, not realizing that we have spent the first 1 hour in hurry than being calm. Below are a few things which should be done in the first 45 to 60 minutes of the day to make them part of your routine. Maybe you need to wake up early, but that will be worth it. 1. The first thought. The first thought is usually very similar to the last thought of the previous day because when we sleep with some concern, that thought stays in our subconscious mind and arises as we wake up. For example, if we have some important meeting, we usually sleep worrying about the preparation and result of the meeting. That thought stays in our subconscious mind, leading to dreams about the same incident, and then the next morning, the first thought that we get is related to the meeting. Make sure your first thought is positive and you look for a positive result of that meeting. This will provide you with more energy for the rest of the day. So watch your first input of the day. 2. Drink water. Since during the sleep of 7 to 9 hours, we haven't consumed water, so have a glass of water before you come out of the bed. Japanese water therapy suggests having 4 to 6 glasses of water in the empty stomach, which will promote weight loss by smoothing the digestive system and treat various health problems. 3. Go outside. Coming out of bed and getting fresh, spend some time with nature. Stand in the balcony or go to the park, but sit and open for a few minutes and enjoy the wonderful morning. Experience the sunrise and be thankful for yet another beautiful day. Spend at least 15 minutes enjoying nature and exploring the things happening around you. 4. Sunshine. As mentioned earlier, the sunshine or sun bath is best for vitamin D and to activate the happy chemicals. Look into the sun, stand barefoot on the grass at the same time, and take the energy from the sun. There is no healing better than from the sunshine. Spend at least 10 minutes in the sun. 5. Experience silence. Get up, sit in a relaxed posture, and experience silence. Keep your eyes closed and be mindful of your whole body or your breath. Try to be mindful of the sound, maybe of the morning prayers or the birds chirping. This will help you look inside rather than worrying about the day ahead. Experience the silence for at least 5 minutes. 6. Positive affirmations. It's time to ask for the best version of yourself, so do some positive affirmations. Affirmations are statements of truth and silent prayers for yourself. Affirm your happiness from the universe. Make sure you are including the holistic approach, including your health, wealth, relations, career, and yourself. 7. Visualize. Now that you have asked the universe as to what you want, visualize your day and life ahead being one. See yourself as a happy and healthy person and fulfilling all the responsibilities. Spend 10 minutes in affirmations and visualization. 8. Exercise. Activate your body with light body movement. Wake up all the body parts which were inactive during the sleep. 20 minutes of exercise, walk, cycling, especially in the morning, is the best gift that you can give to your body, health, and your happiness level. 9. Read and write. Spend some time reading what is meaningful. Make sure you read something positive. Reading newspapers or watching the news, which is usually negative, creates fear and negativity in ourselves. Read some good book or some positive happy thoughts, which can stay with you for the rest of the day. After your thoughts, these are the first input to your mind, so make the right choice. 10. Cold water shower. Cold water shower reduces the stress, increases the blood circulation, and wakes you up completely. It helps in glowing hair and skin too, and calms the itching skin, thus helps you relax and be happier. Remember these 10 things as 2 savors. T, thought. W, water. O, outside. S, sunshine. A, affirmations. V, visualize. E, exercise. R, read and write. S, shower. These are 10 things which will help you make your mornings a happier mornings. Not only the morning, but will help you have a happier day and life ahead. There are a few things which are not to be done in the morning, of course. The reverse of all above is true, but so are below points. 11. Don't check your phone. After spending 45 to 60 minutes on all of the above habits, it is when you should pick up your phone and check what is happening in the life of everyone else. Count the first 45 to 60 as the me time that will help you become a better version of yourself. Else, once you pick up the phone to check what's happening with the social networks, the life comparison, ego, jealousy will come in your mind, thus controlling your mind with those thoughts for the rest of the day. 12. Don't get into argument. It's advisable to spend the first 1 hour with your family, enjoying the tea, water, or the first meal and talking with them about life. This is the time when you'll be mindful and thus will be able to spend quality time and have some important conversation with them. But make sure you don't get in argument, thus spoiling your and other person's mood. 13. Don't skip breakfast. As mentioned earlier, have your breakfast like a king. That's the first meal of the day, so make sure you are having sufficient proteins and nutrients. Include a healthy diet, such as eggs, smoothies in your meal, that boost your immunity too, and provide other health benefits. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. Benjamin Disraeli. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description below, I've included links where you may find and purchase this book.